end of a tenancy is always stressful. They will leave you lots of unexpected items, and then you need to throw it yourself. Sometimes they will have a little bit here, a little bit there, and then I thought you can just move yourself for free. But in fact, why don't they just move themselves? Well, they never tell you. And you see there's a rock here, and it's very dirty condition. You can see very greasy out there, and then they don't really care, and then they're thinking, hey, you're the landlord, you gotta sort it out yourself. And you see there's a lot of rubbish in the back. Yes, so these tenants, they never want to open the door to the garden, so you can see now it's a jungle in the back. And then because they don't open the window very often, as I said from previous leaking, I have an anti-mold, damp, paint. There used to be the mold everywhere. So I know if I don't do any special treatment, that means a couple months later, the new tenants also forgot to open the window. Then they will get mold again, and it's not good for their house. And there used to be mold here as well. So this is the part I show you the leaking area downstairs in the kitchen ceiling is actually from this bath. So now, end of the contract, I decided to come over have a look. So basically, the tray was leaking down there. The original builder didn't seal properly. And also a tap. There is no sealant. So the water leaking from 1 to 3 locations. Also in the back, now I put an extra tile and make sure it's raised up. So in the future, the water will come down this way. End of a contract, you always full of surprise what tenants will give it back to you. When you are away, this is not your area. The contractor will just review off one by one. They will give you different ideas where you fix it, but they never fix the real problem. So you need to constantly pay the money over again. So this is the lessons I learned through my property journey. And that's why I become a coach, which is my second business. I'm helping people to prevent burnout, handle the stress. When I was a health consultant in alternative medicine, my job is to solve the client's problem. And then the reason I get into the property business is because I was living in a very bad conditions of property, and I just want to find a place I can live in and I can call home, which can generate passive income. But this week, I think maybe just show you what I learned from my property journey. And if you're interested to know what kind of life behind the scene, I love to talk to my clients and help my clients to become a happier person. But I don't actually tell people that say, oh, you should do this X, Y, Z. I actually want to share my entrepreneur's journey to let you know I coach people experience, especially someone who interested to have their own business. Some business coach never actually create a successful business themselves, and then they tell people to do X, Y, Z. But I think there's a little bit ungenuine. I think they still have a few coach, they know what to do. I'm happy I'm one of the person that you know that I already have the established business myself, and then I know what I'm doing, and actually hard work and due diligence. And you need to understand, once you try to have a good business, the first thing is need to take care of your client, and that is most important. And then also behind this is the brand new boiler I stocked because when I purchased this property, they don't have a central heating. It costs a lot of money. And also I upgrade the electricity because I got it from auction. This house was flooding from inside, and then the regulation won't pass. So basically, I did pay the extra money to rewire the whole house and also in place the new central heating. So I did what is really necessary, and I hope my client enjoy the stay. You see, not a lot of business are easy, but depends what is your calling, what is your goal, and what is your purpose. If your purpose is serving people, and it is very genuine of business, and this is a real business, like I want someone can call it a home. Okay, today this is sharing.